Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dice, Drinks, and Drama, Wednesday night live Dungeons & Dragons show, interactive with you guys. I'm Johnny Clark. I'm going to be your Dungeon Master this evening. Let's meet the rest of the cast going clockwise from me.
Hi, my name is Sara Detrik. I play an Oath of Glory paladin named Samarani. I am a half-orc. I am a paladin of Iroas from Polynesius, otherwise known as Theros, if you're nasty. My mission can be summed up in one word, and I'm really sorry. I've actually only ever read this word. I haven't had to say it out loud, so just correct me if I'm wrong. It's discus?
Hi guys, my name is Devren Bryant. I play Walker and Summer. Tabaxi Rogue. My god is the god Thanax, the god of lies. And I'm also the captain of the garbage pail. Captain Wins is in the now.
Hey guys, it's me. I'm Carter Scott Horton. I am playing a stout halfling champion fighter named Finnegan Berrybramble, who has sought the adventuring life in order to make a name for himself bigger than his great-great-grandpappy, Wilmer Ray Berrybramble. He currently is a champion of the god Aphares, which is the god of fire, forges, and creation. And he's a little down in the dumps because he may or may not have been responsible for the death of 3 innocent people at the end of last episode.
Hi, I'm Vic Priano, who plays Guinevere Growhard, and I regret nothing and will go forward with my choices. Also, cashew cheese is the only valid cheese.
Great. Hi, I'm Zëk Stewart. I'm playing Skymmerhan von Mikael, a drunken master tiefling. And I'm currently on a mission to save my wife from the underworld of this location we're in. My god is Aphares, a goddess of the polis in the city. We're gonna go to her island today.
Last time we were on Poison Island, where we were investigating all of the many secrets there. We did a full achievement, what's it called, playthrough? Where we went through every secret, which involved the drinking of horrible, horrible things, the contracting of diseases, the fighting of trolls. Eventually, the island was entirely healed through the secret of Nicaea, which revealed that it had once been the city of Crufixia, now New Crufixia, that had been lost to a curse long ago. The goddess Aphares stepped in, removed all the disease, and basically declared war on the other gods for how they were treating her people. As part of that, she built a pavilion in New Crufixia that the gods could not see into and could not interfere, a place for humanity and other mortal sentient species to be able to discourse and create without the interference of immortals. We're picking up the next morning in that pavilion with our 6 valiant crew members discussing their next steps. I'll give it over to you guys.
Thank you all for joining me here. As you know, in this pavilion, our gods cannot hear us. We can speak freely. We don't have to worry about offending them here.
Okay, wait a minute. Who told you that?
My god?
You trust your god?
Yeah, she sort of believes in rules a lot, and, I may not be the most rule-friendly person,
So,
but...
you know what? God rules, you know what? You're right. I believe it too.
Yeah, it's sort of her foundation of her existence, so I sort of have to take her on her word. So, I feel like there's a lot of things we have to get on the table here. A few discussions we have to have. I feel like our gods individually have asked things of us that may endanger each of us, in a way.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but also, I mean, we're doing this for you, Skym. And I don't mean that in a way to like put pressure on you, but like we're here for you, and And we need those cloaks so we can cross the river into the underworld and get your wife back.
I'm also willing to put on the table that some of my choices might have benefited us due to like the alignment structure of them. Maybe bad begets bad. Maybe bad vibes could be good vibes once we're in the underworld. Just putting it on the table to absolve some guilt.
What guilt?
Yes. Look, I feel like we could talk about our gods here too. I know that some of us may have qualms with them. I mean, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of... Oh, got the follower. Thanks, Cosmic Knight. I'm not exactly the biggest fan...
Fiction?
Yes! Hey, what are you doing behind me? Get out of here. He just scurries off. But, look, I'm not the biggest fan of cities. I grew up in a terrible one that did not grant me much in life or in happiness. It was the wilderness that I found a better place and more welcoming arms. But
Well, if we're all being truthful, then I guess as the captain, I should come clean to my crew first, eh? As long as no god can hear us here. You're sure about this, yes?
I mean, we could try swearing a lot, see if someone gets made.
Okay, let's see. Who here is hated by a god the most? I think it is, yes, you. I think it is
Yeah.
you.
So, I guess Finn just raises his hand and then looks around a little awkwardly, looks up to the sky and goes, the sun's a punk bitch.
We all look up and wait.
There is no response, and none of you feel you've all felt sort of like somebody was standing right behind you, looking over your shoulder since you got here, and that feeling is not present. That's not proof, right? But no response to the blasphemy, and a feeling of being watched has been lifted.
And yells it again, a little bit louder. The sun's a punk bitch.
Okay. I think we have. I think we.
All right.
Got
Just better safe than sorry. That's all.
Oh yeah, you're right. Here's the thing then. My god is actually not the god of mysteries. I'm not aligned with him. That's not who I am. I'm actually aligned with Baynax, the god of lies. So I lied to you, but it was my god thing, you know. I'm sorry.
I didn't set the boat on fire because it's my god's thing. Just saying.
I didn't lie to you guys about like anything serious. I just told you guys my god was somebody it was not.
I should probably tell you that I have two big enemies of the gods, and that's Mogus and that's your gods. So just that would have been really good to know ahead of time that I had to watch out for that. That's all.
Know it now.
Right. I know it now. Seems to be the motto of this group, right? I know it now. I'm gonna go sit on that rock and scream into a bag for a while. I'll be right back. Don't worry about me.
While you scream into that
Very
bag.
muffled resistance.
Thanks for following Gaming Bonsai Tree.
Hello.
Just saying. Thanks for the follow. Anyway.
Well, I feel better now that I got that off my chest. Anybody else?
Is that the only lie you told?
I think I told somebody that I enjoy coconut, and I don't, but that's not it.
All right. Okay.
Is that true?
I hate coconut.
Walker, have you lied about anything else?
I haven't lied about it. That's true. I haven't lied about anything else.
I don't think you have. I just wanted to make sure. All right.
Like right now, are you lying about anything else that you've lied?
You will never know. No, yeah, that is the only thing I have lied to you guys about.
All right.
Okay.
But if my god asks you, you don't know who he is. Sorry. Okay.
I actually do very much know who he is, but I think that but I think if your god asked me about things, I think it would be a little more different conversation.
Okay. Just leave me out of it. I love that. It's great.
Or I've learned one thing from this is just let the group do what the group do. I'm gonna go back and scream in my bag a little while longer. Y'all talk.
Oh,
All right.
Anyone else have anything they want to get off their chest?
I lied about the kill.
I thought so. Well, that's all.
I mean, yeah, we.
I liked you as a pig.
How many more of those? I did like you as a pig.
I also like
I do want to remind Gwyn about the dagger. Remember
Yeah.
the last session?
Oh, I recall this.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure that you're trying on purpose.
Oh yeah, that comment was specific to that.
Great. In that case, can you make a deception check with advantage for me, Gwyn? Can everybody else?
Got 20.
Oh, dirty? Or not?
No, yes, it was dirty.
Did you say perception or insight, John?
Insight, please.
Okay.
Got a 21.
Check.
Ooh, I got a 12. So.
Yes, Zeke.
Yeah, that look you're giving right now, Skimmerhorn, is exactly how you feel. Gwyn is hiding something. And your instinct, you had a 20?
21. With
Great.
dirty.
I got
Of course.
Your instinct is that it's about you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Gwyn is lying, and it's about you.
Well,
That was a long sigh.
I don't know. I feel like you maybe want to say something. Maybe just somewhere deep inside of you. There's something you want to talk about. I just see it there inside your eyes, somewhere deep back inside. Like a little glimmer or something.
I feel like I should have my privacy to create time to figure out how I should properly say this information, and I feel as though there was a lot of pressure put on me in the last few weeks to be forthcoming, and I would like to be respectful in how forthcoming I am.
I think you've turned this around with a bunch of words that make no sense.
None.
I'm so tired.
I don't have anything to say now. Sorry.
Haven't you put us through enough, Gwyn?
Yes. And that's why I don't feel obligated to say anything right now.
You don't feel obligated. You don't feel obligated to the group who... You know what? Doing the right thing is a choice you make over and over. If you want to make that choice, feel free. I'll be here when you do. I'm done. Just talk, everybody. I'm done.
Okay.
Sam, what do you know that you are not telling us?
Dom?
I was specifically asked by Gwyn not to say anything. It's the things you found out.
Okay.
I feel lied to, and I feel hurt, and I was robbed of something I care about, and I'm lucky it's back. But I don't even know who to believe anymore. I thought I can't break more promises, and I need a minute. Okay, just leave me out of it. I don't know any of you. You came to my place.
Sam, I know that you and my god are enemies, but I want you to know that we are friends, and that I would never do anything to harm you or put you or your people at risk. And I am so very sorry that I lied to you. It felt in the moment the right thing to do, to keep it from you. The god of lies kind of thing. I don't know. And I am sorry that I did that to you. And to the rest of you as well.
I would also like to arrange at some point if I could speak with you, Walker, about strategies in talking about these particular things, given your recent confession.
Another strategy. All right.
I mean, isn't now the time to discuss strategy, being that we can't be hurt by our gods? Now's the time to, like, maybe say some things.
I'm wondering if maybe I could... Well, how are gods about lying to one another?
They love it. It depends. But mostly they love it. No one likes each other, really. It's all a game. No one's ever really
Let's say
each other.
Let's say that I really don't like what Farika told me to do again, and well, for the first time, the other time seemed like maybe it could be resolved by itself, just poor planning. But there might be a possibility that we could figure out a way of allowing our more aggressively inclined sponsors to kind of work within each other.
Like try to hit the gods against each other.
Yes, but the ones that are already kind of not the nicest ones. Like Freak almost made me kill you guys. I don't want to. I want to find a way of safely.
And she almost did kill us. So I believe that.
It is. So here's the thing about gods. Maybe it's wrong of me to get involved in this again. I kind of feel like I should just step back and be the muscle at this point. I'm feeling kind of vulnerable, but it's okay to feel emotions and process them as you go. You know, therapy hasn't been invented yet. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, the gods think that they are all powerful. That's a part of being gods. The idea, other than like the trickery god, they never really know when someone's trying to pull a fast one on them because they assume everyone's a worshiper. They assume that because we exist and will one day die, that we must swear fealty to them. That's the whole thing with gods. But if we have to be very careful, because if we displease the gods, some pretty bad things can happen to us. Pretty bad, really bad.
I'm just trying to figure out how to go through with what I said I would do without actually going through with it. So, Brika asked me to kill Skym. And I'm trying to figure out a way of killing Skym without killing Skym.
Puzzle.
Here's a puzzle. Like a solution to it. They have like a really big piece that kind of encapsulates the whole picture. How about no? How about not do it?
We're not going to kill you. We're not going to kill you. I don't think that's ever been on the table, and that's not what Gwyn was trying to say. So let's all breathe. Skym, don't worry. We're in the pagoda. Pavilion. We're
it's a
on
forum.
The thing in the,
really?
The forum.
Yeah.
We're on the gazebo.
Yeah.
But let's let Gwyn talk for a little bit without assuming the worst. Gwyn, you had an idea.
So, I'm wondering if maybe I could leverage some of the fealty I have towards temporarily inflicting you with something and then reviving you. Like how on the nose are these gods? Is it like they wait for the heartbeat to stop, or like? Because remember, I did technically, the whole stone thing worked out just fine. So if I temporarily were to
What is the whole
incapacitate
stone thing?
Chaz.
Chaz?
Ogre who got frozen in stone.
Oh, I thought you meant the weird music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
weird
that's right,
music.
that's right. I knew that.
Yes. Quick. So wait. How about? Well, I am going to the underworld eventually anyway.
Uh-huh.
Does that count?
It's killing you?
Well,
I'm not quite sure what the bylines of that would be.
what did Varika specifically say to you? Because the spoken word that you agree with your god is your contract. What are the specific words?
So Gwen just pulls out the knife and she's like, "Gotta stab him."
Ah!
I know there's no nice way of saying that. There's
The
pleasant.
note specifically says for Skimmerhorn. It does not actually say kill Skimmerhorn with this knife. The note is 2 words for Skimmerhorn.
Oh, okay. My intentions and my assumptions tend to outweigh my reading comprehension at times.
Oh, you're correct. Your insight is correct that is the intention behind it. But the note that the dagger was stabbed into was very particularly only 2 words.
Okay, yeah.
Oopa baby.
So
You share that?
could I present it technically to
Yes.
you?
Well, should you do it
Oh,
here,
okay.
where your god can't
No. I feel like that wouldn't go over.
What is Farika going to give you in return?
see more daggers for her to kill us with?
More daggers.
Honestly, at this point, it just gives me something to do. I know that seems slightly insensitive given the
Slightly
current
insensitive?
history we have.
You could knit,
But-
I think.
It's slightly insensitive that you are thinking about murdering one of us?
You could crochet, maybe.
Gwen didn't
Listen,
actually
you
say
do a
that.
lot of things in your life, and you just assume sometimes it's usually the natural assumption for me. I'm saying that I would like to move past that, and it's like I thought that like tricking death would be a cool way that also utilized my strengths in that particular.
I think when we get to the city, let's try and find out the specific location of the underworld. If it is somewhere we have to die to get to and cannot just be walked upon, I think you're onto something.
Alternatively, I have probably another solution. We just need to find a high priest of some sort. Someone that would be able to cast a more powerful necromantic magic than I assume you could do at the moment, Gwen.
Yeah, just pretending he's dead for a few minutes or isn't really
Well,
the
yeah,
most
a few
effective
minutes
way of doing it.
Skym, are you just
It's hard
suggesting
to get someone back from.
that I
Yes.
let the life slip from my body,
Mhm.
become cold and dead for a period of time to feel what it is like to go beyond the veil into pure darkness and see the infernal ending of existence, and then return, just come back, just say, hey guys, I'm here, I felt the
Well-
cold blade of death, what's up?
It's a solution that I've come up with because here's the thing: we don't want Farika poisoning us again, right? You could hypothetically do a little bit of reconnaissance, figure something out, and then you're brand new.
But I'm just saying, I'm also suggesting that I have about an hour with what I've already got. So maybe knocking him out with that and then carrying him into the underworld works just as well too. I'm just broadening. I just want to be helpful for once in the last few days.
Reconnaissance doesn't sound like a bad idea either. I do have to see
So
what's down
you-
there.
You're okay with being,
Hmm.
I don't know, murdered?
Temporarily, I guess.
But what if you don't come back? Where am I going to get another first mate? One that won't pass along disease.
You know, I could hear you last time when I was a pig. I heard I was replaced.
Oh, no. You just didn't have the hands for it. I'm sorry. You just didn't have the hands for it. They needed something. Those hooves, they couldn't pick up the things that they needed to be brought to me.
Well, it's the way
It's temporary. You're a person now. We're all people.
Okay.
Everyone's people.
Something's bothering me about this.
Hmm.
Out of all of us, all the gods that Freaka wants to target, why is she targeting Skym?
You want to make an insight check, and I can give you some insight into that? We're going to discuss it.
Am I rolling insight, or is Gwyn rolling insight?
Both of you, Gwyn would have advantage.
Okay. Ready, Gwyn?
Yes.
Let's dive in. Sarah has an idea, so I'm dumb as rocks. Because I rolled a 1, and that's for real.
I rolled a 12.
I rolled a 16, if that helps, because I
Great.
felt like it's involved me.
So Skim's the one that figures it out because he's an insight machine today.
Mhm.
He was 15. Skym, you are now the biggest, what's what I'm looking for, symbol of Aphara, besides her count. You have used Aphara to defy the will of Freaka, and there is vengeance associated with that. Freaka can't lash out at Aphara. The gods are incapable of directly attacking each other. They have to act through mortals, and right now, the way Freaka can stab Aphara in the face is by stabbing you in the back. Does that make sense?
Mhm. Well, I believe I figured it out. I mean, I did found an entire... I took her Poison Island and I turned it into a city, and made my god really like me, but also really hate... what's her... Phyrexia? Is that her name? Freaka.
Different gathering card.
Freaka. Which made me a target, just painted it right on my back, I believe. A great target for knives. Backs.
I would be mad if somebody stole an island from me, too. I understand that.
Okay.
But what do we do about it?
Once we get to the main city, that's kind of... There's many different worships of the gods in the main city, so there's no one place we will be safe unless we go to temples. I don't know what to do. I'm not the brainiest of us, so I'm gonna... If you need to punch me to punch a god, I'll try. I'll try my best.
We'll keep that as option B.
Ferocious, bless you, Sam. I love your spirit. I'm not one for ideas either.
Well,
Yes.
Team dumb as rocks.
6
Well,
inch.
Maybe we just need to lie to her.
Whoa.
Who's better to do that than...
Exactly. Maybe my god can help me.
Oh, you could do... Yeah, you could do it.
You could.
Am I going to have to pretend to be dead now?
Wait, I have a... Oh, it involves this new transforming cape that I have too. Ooh, I'm brewing a plan. Okay.
That's why you're the captain.
Okay, so you don't want to slip into the underworld,
No,
and die.
not permanently.
But I can look like you. And I already have cloak. Oh my goodness. I just have to figure out a way to lie to her.
I mean, aren't you very good at lying?
Yeah.
Wouldn't we have to get her out in the open? Get her not just in our heads.
Freaka? True. I wouldn't put it past her to just be at the gates of Heck. Is that what you call it here? What do you call the underworld?
No, that is not what we call the underworld.
Is it just the underworld?
The
No.
underworld.
Well, yeah, it's the underworld then.
Oh, well, very creative, your island. Anyway,
So when do you have to kill him? That's the main question. How early in the day, or is this like an open invitation type of thing? Do I have time to plan a plan?
It seems like we have a bit, but not too long. Like I probably could gerrymander a bit for
Just
for my time
just
period,
keep,
given as the close party member.
Well, what I'll need you to do then is just buy us time. You're just going to have to keep lying to your god as to why you can't kill Skimmerhorn yet. And if you need any advice on lying, you come directly to me.
Honestly, she doesn't like conversationally seem that bad. Interpersonally, yes, bad, but like yes, I will ask you for help if I cannot come up with tactful ways for lying.
All right. You buy me the time and I will come up with a magnificent plan.
Like the sound of that.
awesome.
All right. So then I guess our next bout of business is just going to Aphares.
Aphares. Near you, Aphares, wherever you are.
God damn it.
You can't do that to me.
God damn it. Great.
Are we ready to exit the pavilion?
Yes.
Great. So as you do, and as soon as you do, the weight of the god's attention lands on your back. I know most of the cast here has been on stage. That feeling of so many eyes upon you, like everything you're doing is being watched, is palpable. The eyes of the gods are upon you. And it is very clear in that moment that Aphares was telling the truth. You feel their attentions lay upon you once more.
We didn't talk about what we would say about why we vanished.
Say that again?
We didn't talk about what we would say for why we vanished.
No, but they know. Everybody's aware that Aphares has basically declared a mortal versus immortal war, right?
Nice. Thanks.
So they know that Aphares is using every piece of her power with and over humanity to fight the depredations of the rest of the gods. So
Can I retcon one thing?
Please.
I don't, because there's that statue of all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And that's in the pavilion.
It is just outside the pavilion.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Is it crowded?
There's not a lot of people in the city right now.
Okay.
And in fact, only about 10% of the city has enough inhabitants right now. But yes, there are people out here enjoying the sunlight. You see the sorcerer, whose name you still haven't gotten, is here as well, like blinking in the sunlight and looking at it a little terrified. The various ex-pigs are here.
My boys.
Right? It's not crowded, but in a space that could hold 1,000 people on a festival day, there's like 100 people. So it's not abandoned by any means. There's lots of people here, but it's not crowded.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, regardless, I want to do it. So, as the 4 others, I just let them walk ahead of me. Finn's feeling funky. He wasn't too talkative. He's feeling weird. Looks back, sees the statue of himself, and he's gonna pull out his magical slingshot or sling, his thunderbolt, and just try to like knock my own head off.
Ooh, like the Sphinx.
Roll an attack roll.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Armor class 10.
I mean, that's a 19, and I'm a champion fighter, so that's a critical hit.
Sure. The thunderbolt is not a quiet weapon in that it makes a loud thunder crack when it goes off, right? and it sizzles out, shatters into Stone Finn's head, and the head falls with a giant splash into the fountain.
Yeah, no, just turn back and walk towards the group like nothing happened.
Everybody gets silent. Not the group, the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what to do. They don't know why you would have done such a thing. They're confused. And they respectfully keep their distance. You get the feeling it's not permanent, that they're going to fix it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Do I really get that sense?
Make an insight check.
Okay. No, it's cool. Okay, cool.
You're adored here.
Yeah. So then I'm gonna turn back to the fountain. Pick up like what's left of the head. So I'm imagining it as like truncal, like broken.
I think you hit yourself right in the left eye, so there's a big shatter point over the left eye, but the rest of the head came off at the neck, as these old statues tended to do.
Yeah.
So it's mostly intact with a crackle point around the eye.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the head, hold it up to everyone, and say, don't replace this. Don't ever replace this. There were 4. And I throw it down and I smash it. And then I walk back.
The headless fin, that you feel its lack of head and eyes almost staring into your back. Maybe that's guilt or psychoses, but you can feel almost its emptiness as a further source of guilt. And the feeling of 100 people looking at you with shock does nothing to assuage your feelings of self-hatred.
Cool. Yeah, no. And then I catch up with the group.
You all saw this, right? Like, there was no missing this. He was behind you. There was no real stopping it either. But he then catches up to you, and you're almost on your way back to the boat. You probably want to talk about this before you get there, though. Or maybe not.
Something we should talk about. That seems like a private moment.
Great.
He'll talk about it if he wants to talk about it.
Great.
Okay.
Do any of you, so you get on the boat, you begin your journey to Aphares, unless there's anything else you guys want to do. You sleep. Do any of you want to have contact with your gods? Stom and Eros, Phoenix and Walker. Anybody else? And Skym and Aphara?
No, I don't.
And
Sorry.
I'm happy
I don't even.
I'm happy to have a really short conversation
I want
with
all of these
Rita, but nothing too long.
Get into group scenes, but I felt that some of you wanted to have conversations.
I want to do
all right.
quick thing before we left this area. I wanted to make sure the pigs didn't want to come with us. The pig people.
You taught them the value of a communal society,
Mm-hmm.
and they are actually at the apex, the crux of a new city. Right?
Yeah.
They have the opportunity to do all the things you taught them to do. And they want to take it.
Great. Then there's a very tearful goodbye. Lots of crying.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
We begin with Sam. I'm rolling a d6 to see who we're beginning these scenes with. Sam, you are in a huge arena. Discus. You and Eros. With ephemeral crowds of thousands of spirits watching you. Victory spirits, the successful dead, those who accomplished, those who were holy to Eros and died, are all cheering you. And Eros says, "Bro, you okay? I wanted to bring you to my divine realm where, I get cheered all the time. And you do too now that you're here. But you just seem a little, I don't know, something. And I'm the god of victory, not the god of sensitive understanding. So I wanted to check in and see what's up, bro.
I want to talk to you. I don't want to do this here.
Sure. Okay, locker room. Locker rooms are right over here, yeah?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, this feels like a locker room talk. Yeah.
And so you're brought into a holy Eroasian locker room. There's the symbol of the bulls and everything up.
The Chicago Bulls!
The Apharian bull, sure. No, I love it. And there's a fountain waterfall shower that's there. That's like built out of a font spring. And he's like, okay, no one's watching. I'm sorry. Again, I'm not good with the sensitive stuff. I'm mostly like, let's fight. Let's play sports. But I want you to feel comfortable. Doing my best. So, like, what's up?
Why didn't you cure me?
Whoa. Okay. So.
If Farah cured us, why didn't you?
So Farah's in pretty deep shit right now. She's got all the gods turned against her, and it's not going to be pretty for her and her people. That's because you gotta look. Part of victory is playing the game. Now, was I going to let you hurt people? Absolutely not. Was I going to directly defy the will of Farika? Not directly. With mortals, with creatures, with spirits, with events, yes. With weather, sure. But like to literally go in and say that god doesn't get a say on mortal affairs, that's not how we do things. That's cheating. That's not playing the game. Farah cheated at the game. And I agree with why she did it. And if there's a god war and sides have to be picked, I'm on Farah's side. But what she did, for all the right reasons, was breaking the rules. There's a reason the god of fate is against her, you know?
What happens when I can't play anymore? I'm gonna get old eventually.
Sure.
That's gonna happen again, whether I like it or not. What's gonna happen to me?
You are gonna be taken care of like all the great champions are. You're gonna retire. You're gonna be just like an old soldier, you know? In a place of honor, laurel wreaths on your head. Maybe a lot of great soldiers become politicians. Maybe you could become a leader of people. Looking into the future like that is pointless. It's about the game that's in front of you and playing it to the best of your ability, and then seeing what the new game is after you win or lose. It's a series of trials, and it's about doing your best to win at every one of those trials. You feel?
I do. Believe me, I do. But I was born for you. And when you say it's a game, who are the pieces and who are the players? I would like to go home now.
Great. He says, sure, of course, and doesn't answer your question. And you wake up in the dark of your hold. Meanwhile, others are sleeping. 3 is Finn. You dream that you're in a divine armory. That it's sort of the Grecian equivalent of the Matrix's guns, lots of guns. Right? It's just walls of gladiuses and shields and spears, all of which are clearly like forged of bronze and gold and like fabulous metals. Some of them are inlaid with precious diamonds. As far as the eye can see are the weapons of war. Notably, Purpose is the god of the forge, And there's no horseshoes, there's no nails, there's no divine window frames, right? It's weapons and shields and armor, right? And Perthros is there, naked from the waist up, dripping gold down. His hair looks like long gold, but it continues to drip like a fountain of gold. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And he says, I've been watching you. Forge yourself. I want you to know, smelting destroys parts of the ore. That's part of the process. You remove the impure, and you replace it. And you not replace, you find the pure within it, and you build it. Suffering builds character. It is the smelting. And I want to say, I hope you don't think that your God is not proud of the suffering you're going through to grow. You will be forged into the purest of alloys. And I'm proud of you for it.
All I need from you is to tell me which parts of me are impure, and I will rip them out.
It is not for the ore to decide how it will be smelted. You will be, throughout the course of your life, bludgeoned by hammers, melted in crucibles, slammed upon anvils. Your duty is to persevere and to become whatever glorious thing you're meant to be forged into.
I'm the great-great-grandson of... Or maybe you don't know who he is.
Oh, I know.
Point is, so you know, I'm made for greatness. I mean, look at this face. I'll be your hero. I'll be the hero.
Ah! You talk like I'm Heliod. I don't want heroes.
You want weapons?
No. I want that piece of ore to become what it was meant to be. But I have no judgment about that. You are a diamond in the rough, or maybe a ruby, or maybe a sapphire. I like all precious gems. My point is, your job is to weather the storm and become what you're meant to be, not to concern yourself with who you're meant to be. Weather the smelting. Be strong enough to be struck with a hammer 1,000 times and to come out better for it.
All right. How many times? Just actually, now that I am thinking about it, how, if like one hammer strike were like that time when I was very, very, very close to dying, how many hammer strikes do you think? Do you imagine? Give me a ballpark. 5.
While we continue the metaphor,
50.
you will be being struck consistently throughout the entirety of your forging process. Some of them will be mighty blows. Some of them will be tiny dings. But it is a constant smashing of life against you. Your job, again, is to let it build you into something better.
Well, there's a process. It stops, right? There's an end in sight.
Well, yes.
So you're telling me there will come a point where life just stops beating me up?
You have added
Because...
extra words to that statement. There will come a time when you are finished forging, and that is when life stops.
Oh. All right. I understand.
Do not let the hammer falls break you. Let them make you stronger.
No, there's part, like you said, impurities need to go. They're leaving. Thank you. I didn't.
And he grasps you strongly on the shoulder and says, "You have been through much. I'm proud of you." and then you wake up.
Feeling shitty.
The gods are doing their best, but they're not good at this. All right. Phoenix and Walker.
My Lai boys.
All right. You are in a sumptuous brothel with many naked folks of all the various different genders about in the corners of your eyes. When you look at them, like, you can sense the softness of flesh and curves and muscles when you look at shadows. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see all the sensuality. And Phoenix himself, in his golden mask, is lying on a chaise lounge. And he says, welcome, welcome, welcome to my little piece of the realm of the gods. It's whatever I wanted to look like, and I wanted to create something that would make you feel comfortable. Are you comfortable?
No, yeah, this is all really fun and amazing. I love it. Is there food somewhere?
Food? Of course. And he snaps his fingers, and a plate of pomegranates appears, open up with many different seeds. And then he says, and what's more? He snaps his fingers again, and a hookah appears. Some dream opium?
Tropium.
I should not. I am going to have a couple of pomegranates. It's not delicious. I'm so sorry to intrude on whatever you're doing. Having fun, it seems. But I need a little help telling a little lie.
I am so excited to hear what nefarious machinations you've come up with in my absence.
Oh, you. I don't know if you know this one god by the name of Heroas. Do you know him?
There are 15 of us. So yes. Yes, I know all of them very well.
Wait, so you
is a little simple. Not who I would hang out with in a place like this. He would get upset about the shadow prostitutes.
Oh, really? What a lame-o. Am I correct?
You are more correct than you know.
Oh, that is so funny. I love it. So, how about I need to trick Eros into believing that I am dead. Dead as a door.
Eros?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wouldn't it be fun to see him like that? Just like, oh no, shocked. Wouldn't it be fun?
I mean, I can do it.
Really? Great. So, like, as a potion, or like, what is it?
When you say dead,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
so two different things to do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Are you looking to do a sort of, his body is there, it's not breathing, look, there is dead Walker? Or is it, oh no, we just saw him stabbed and fall into the ocean, and this new mysterious cloaked figure has arrived that is certainly not Walker? You see what I'm saying?
I see. I see, and this is why we lie together, because we are always thinking of the details. All about the details. That's what they always say.
All about the details. You want to
all about the details.
You're gonna set your details up first.
Oh yes.
Otherwise, just prevarication. But go on.
So, like, say I was, I don't know, stabbed in the middle of, I don't know, the open, and then I fell over and I was dead, you know? And then 15 minutes later, I was like, nothing. Or, you know, I just need to be able to, like, be dead.
Every other
I don't want to, like, die.
Every other god is going to give their followers some shiny piece of sexy dagger jewelry. It's simple. And he summons just a shiv, right? It's a piece of wood with a sharp with a sharp metal point at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Oh yeah, Princess is sitting here crying for attention right now. You guys can hear her? Sorry." I thought,
She hears the cat talking. That's
Yeah.
fine.
He, Phoenix, hands you this dagger and says, "This is going to do something very simple. It's going to stab somebody. I mean, somebody's got to stab them, right? Stabbed, their body and soul go into the dagger. Creates a fake body that looks exactly like theirs, with the knife wound, lying dead. I think it's going to make them look like they died from a really bad poison, like bloating, green skin, blue veins in the eyes, you know."
I don't know. That's a little dramatic. Could it just be like, "Oh no, he's dead"? James this.
I have a question. I'm going to use your friend Finn. Finn's in the town square. He got stabbed in the back one time by a dagger, and then he's dead. Do you believe it?
Well, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Okay.
Now, Finn is covered in rotting black veins, and blood is oozing out of his eyes, and green goop is oozing out of his ears. Now, do you for one strike?
It's going to be hard to clean out of my fur, but I love it. I love the ideas and the details.
It won't be your fur. It's a simulacrum. It's a fake body. Your body and soul will be inside this dagger. And you just make sure that your friends know to ask Phoenix to let you out, and I'll do it. Whenever whoever your fellow conspirators end up being, you're gonna lie to that simple, half-witted half-orc that you've got on your team. Yeah, she's not, right?
Yeah. We're all lying.
Good. You haven't. He suddenly heard the way you laughed, and he sits up a little straight. You haven't told anybody about our arrangements, have you?
Are you talking about how my god is the god of mysteries? Because people still think I'm very mysterious.
Make a deception check. Lie to the god of lies.
Yep, can I use that inspiration?
Again.
Yes. That's the time. I'm too far away to bless you. Oh, it wouldn't matter anyway. Have fun.
19.
He says, "Good. So yeah, let me amend that previous line. Tell them to talk to Krufix, and Krufix will let you out of the dagger.
Thank you. I love that.
And if you have any other scams you want to run, cons, you let me know. And the more you let me in, the more I'm going to be able to help you."
Oh, love you. All right, I'll leave you to these thick shadows of yours.
These are phantasms, and he gestures his hand, and all the shadows go away.
Oh, look at that! Just watching.
Being here, and one God.
Wow, you lied to me even then. You're good.
It seems to me that the others have all gotten affection from their gods. Do you feel left out?
Oh no, I think I know my place.
I can't remove this mask, so it's too bad. You'll never be receiving a kiss from your god.
Oh, that does suck, I guess, for me. I bet you are pretty under, I guess, the mask, maybe?
Oh, no.
No, even
no.
better. No, yes.
I was exceptionally plain in life. I was a con artist.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be remembered. Beautiful people are remembered.
Mm-hmm.
It's plainer people that can get away with lies.
Well, here's a little truth for you. I'm fine.
Say that again?
I said I am fine.
Indeed you are. And you all right, I have to let this cat out of my room or she's going to keep screaming. Can you all hear her? So give me a second. She's just being fun.
Can't believe your god's an Uggo.
My god's
He's
an
not
Uggo.
Uggo. He's
God,
literally
an
like the
Uggo.
most average plain Jane.
Yeah.
An Uggo.
He's like John Doe.
You say an Eldritch Plain
John
Jane?
Uggo. A John Uggo.
Is that like I'm picturing Eldritch Plain Jane to be Cthulhu in like a gingham gown. Just
You know,
Makes up for it.
yeah.
All right.
Manners and madness.
Gwyn,
Yes.
we're in a bubbling alchemist's laboratory. Fareed
Okay.
is here, and she is composed entirely of snakes. She looks like a Medusa that has been twined together like a twine puppet, but made of snakes. Is that image clear?
Yes.
And her face is composed of snakes, and she still has Medusa writhing hair, right?
Okay.
And she says, I feel as though there's something you'd like to say to me.
Can I ask a question first?
Perhaps that's what you wanted to say. Please.
So is it like you breathe out of all of the snakes, or just one unified to the humanoid shape?
Asking the questions.
I don't have to breathe unless I choose to. I'm not like
I know,
you. I'm not
but
dependent.
if you were
Good question.
gonna do it, like which way? I gotta know for science.
She says, she takes a big breath and lets out a sigh, and it moves exactly as if she were a human. And she says, there is no science here. I breathe to make you comfortable, to make you feel like you're in the presence of something like yourself. But there is no science to this. This is all magic. I am a being of pure magic, built from the stars themselves.
That's pretty cool.
Indeed.
Sorry, I was in kind of good spirits, since unfortunate too that most of my buddies aren't dead currently.
Oh, I don't want them dead.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I want them suffering.
I get that. So do you have a deadline for the delivery of the dagger?
A deadline? What an interesting choice of words. No. You take your time. You do what you have to do. You deliver it in the manner that you deem most necessary. I will be displeased if you were ever to reveal that I was the one that gave you that dagger to give to Skimmerhorn. I would be displeased if you were to reveal my secrets. But the manner in which you
I
choose
think I learned.
Yes?
Oh, I think I think I learned from last time with the revealing of secrets. I don't think I'll be soon to make the same decision.
It is always a poor choice. Always a poor choice to reveal secrets. The more you have, the more power you have. Knowledge is power, and secrets are power that only you have. The more you reveal to your companions, the more you reveal to the outside world, the less power you have. And I am a being of power. They think I'm a being of life and death. They think I'm a being of secrets. But I care about all of these things because of the influence it gives me. She dips one of her snakes into one of the nearby drinks and slides it on her snaky lips and says, ah, yes, potions are power distilled. They are the ability to change that which should be unchangeable, to give a human giant's strength, to make them invisible fast, or to heal. They are literally secrets turned into power. You have not been giving up your power needlessly, have you?
I feel like if it was in the grand scale of before I met them and after I met them, no. But Yes.
Is that a deception check?
What?
Is that a deception check with advantage?
That was definitely just self-deprecation.
Sure. Okay.
Admitting that if Farika would have found me at an earlier time in my life, she would have been a lot more proud of my performance. It wasn't anything she didn't already know.
So, take your time. I'm not asking you to kill any of your friends. I'm asking you to make them suffer for what they've done to me and mine. They took my island. They took it. It was mine. And they did it by making Aphara break the rules. I want them all to suffer, but Skimmerhorn most of all, for his devotion to that human-loving god of civilization. And I will grant you anything you desire if you make them all suffer, but especially Skimmerhorn. You want these secrets? You want to compose yourself of snakes? You want to become a Medusa? Do you want to lead armies of the afflicted? Any of these things are available to you. Do you want to spread a plague amongst the drow that so wronged you as a young person? All of these are possible through me.
That's a lot. I'm definitely gonna have to think about it. Not in question of devotion, it's just I'm gonna have to figure out what I would even want.
Secrets are not easy. They are a bitter potion. These sorts of things, they feel ill and poor as you drink them, but they grant you something after the fact. Go through the suffering, come out the other side, poisoned but powerful. I believe you can do that.
Definitely gonna give it a shot. I didn't realize, like, I respect you and your view towards things. Like, the agency and constitution of how you gain your power, it's impressive. I definitely am a little bit inspired, quite frankly, by your ways.
Good. You have caused harm to my plans already. Perhaps not intentionally, but you are forgiven up to this point. Help me hurt your friends, and do not.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
You know what?
And
Do not what?
And you wake up.
Oh no.
Wake up.
Bye.
Oh no,
Bye, John.
I got some serious respect for Farika right now. That was beautifully composed about how
The timing of that was so perfect.
Yeah.
Do not.
we're
Holy
gonna
crap.
know.
We're never gonna know. It's a good
Like,
phase.
really, the agency of that woman, or God,
Right?
it's in general, like the principle. We all
mean-
figure it out somehow.
Yeah, we all got a good,
Really iconic.
truly iconic.
Let's. Oh. All right.
Okay,
We're gonna
who's
go to
John?
intermission.
Who's John on here?
Everybody, we're back. I'm so sorry. Internet drama. It happens. That's live shows, everyone. All right, I think I was mid-sentence. I found out where I was. Aphara, snakes, hiss, talking to Gwyn. Do not interfere
Okay.
my doings in Aphara. Dark things are afoot, and as long as they remain in the shadows, my will be done. Anything else is acceptable. Keep my secrets, keep your secrets, and a power beyond imagining is available to you. That's all.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I'd also really like to say I love your utilization of dark things.
You wake up, and this is where I was planning on doing the intermission. 10 seconds after, so intermission happens. All right. So, do we have a crow's nest ogre? I feel like we have.
Nope, we have a crow's nest main character.
Yeah, Finn is in the crow's nest.
Finn again.
Finn.
Guy who has a sailor.
Finn, make a perception check.
Good lord.
Just wants all the attention today.
Same.
All right. Well, I have advantage because of my shield, and that is still just a 13.
13.
What do my hobbit eyes see, dude?
What do your hobbit eyes see?
Water.
Black cloud moving unnaturally on the horizon over the water. You can't quite make it out without changing course.
Guys, Captain, we may want to brace ourselves. There's a big cloud, big storm. Get bad vibes from it, and
are you getting God vibes from it?
There's God vibes in the sand here, man. It's all over the place.
As you're
Just who did we?
You see the cloud moving against the wind.
Oh, that is definitely God things.
Which one have we offended now? Same? Do you know?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Did somebody tell the gods that I was gonna punch a god? Because I didn't mean that.
Well, they just heard you.
Oh!
I'm gonna yell out really loudly, Dasa, if that's you, stop. But if it's not, we could use a little help. And
a fish shoots out of the water and flops onto the deck.
Oh, buddy.
Looks right at you and says, "That's not mine," before flopping and falling back into the ocean.
That was very disturbing. That was...
Wait, what's going on down there? I missed it. What happened?
You eyes on the clouds.
All right.
The cloud continues moving towards you, and you see that it is composed of spirit ravens, black shadows, clearly the work of Erebos.
Oh, guys, it's made up of black shadows and clouds of ravens. This is clearly the work of Erebos.
We need to go. We need to go right now.
Go where? We gotta go forward.
Can we outrun it?
No, it's going against the wind. It's coming right at us, and there's no way we're going to be able to turn starboard or port side.
Starboard.
Starburst.
Can we turn starburst?
Yeah, and that's what they called it on the Swallow. It was starburst and port side.
The sides of the ship. The storm gets closer, and you see that it is occluding Marina's ship. It is it's a cloud of shadow spirits, and it is moving with an incredible wake. You see now that it is not aimed at you. It is instead going at a diagonal and moving at incredible speed towards, just off, Aphares.
All right. Captain, we need to catch that ship.
Tsunami-style wave is coming at the side of the ship from the wake of Marina's death vessel.
Great.
That's a good band name, dude. Death Vessel?
That is sick.
Marina's death vessel.
God.
It could knock over your ship if appropriate precautions aren't made. An athletics check is required for moving sails. A lot of another athletics check for moving things. You can call on ogres, and other preparations that you can think of might help with this. So consider.
I'm gonna yell at the ogres to batten down things.
The hatches.
Batten down the hatches.
Yeah. I've seen Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, see, I gotta watch it again so I can catch up on it, I guess.
Roll a persuasion check.
Let's go. I'm gonna use that second bout of inspiration.
Yes.
Oh, where is my feet? Why am I all the way over there in the first place? Persuasion, that is 16.
Great. The ogres follow your commands. They move everything. The wave is almost upon us. Who else has something they want to do? Finn.
Well, I'm already up on the crow's nest, so
Yes.
I figured I would be up on the rigging.
Great.
Rolling sails up, or
Sure. Make
we
a
wanna know.
acrobatics or sleight of hand check. I'll
Oh.
give you advantage because of your background.
All right. That is 12 plus 7, 19.
Great. You managed to secure the rigging so the sail won't rip. Sam.
You said athletics, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna athletics those sails.
Do it.
All right, I use athletics on the sails. I don't really know what that looks like.
Oh,
You're
that's athletic.
actually like tying ropes,
All
holding
right.
together, securing things under the deck of the ship, moving delicate things. It's about carrying stuff.
Okay. Cool. All right. That's Theros. Oh no, my sheet. Oh lord. That's going to get 15.
Great. So you manage to secure things as the wave hits. I want everybody to make strength saving throws.
Ooh.
Your
Great.
weapons are going to give you advantage. The DC is 12.
All right. Wait,
Wait, we get
We
advantage.
we just have it?
You have advantage.
All right. Well, I have a 12, but just in case. That's a
Hey.
15.
Okay.
I got a 13.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 19.
That's a nat 20.
18. Instead
Ooh.
of 7.
You manage to hold on to things as the wave rocks over your ship. None of you are knocked overboard, but one of the named ogres is.
No!
No.
I'm on it.
Get
I'm diving in after the ogre with a rope, just like in The Little Mermaid.
Rupert. Rupert,
We need
Helmsman, is knocked overboard. You're gonna leap down and try to save him some?
Yes, I am.
First, make a sleight of hand check to tie your rope around you.
Good lord. Oh no. That's off the table. Okay, that's gonna be an 18.
Great, rope is tied around you. You leap into the water. The rope is gonna give you advantage on this athletics check.
Okay. Oh, keeps falling off my table. Okay, thank God. That's going to be 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22.
Great. You wrap your hand around the ogre, even though he's much larger than you, grabbing his vest. You pull yourself up with one arm on the rope and manage to get back on board. No casualties.
Imagine if my muscles were like 3 times this. But 3
Uh-oh.
times this.
Like Captain America in a helicopter. No one can look away.
No.
So, the journey continues otherwise uninterrupted. And you arrive at Aphares, and you see
Just passing by.
that the ship beats you there. And on the outskirts of in the water of the bay, you see the dead that have died off the harbor crawling onto the sides of the ship. Clearly, there is to be an undead attack on Aphares. Just outside the city, maybe a mile out, you see a massive bivouac, tents, and other things have been built. And an army of centaurs, minotaurs, under a banner of the bull-headed Mogus, stand outside the city, ready to burn it to the ground.
No. Oh no. This should have went from bad to worse.
On the other side of the city,
Oh.
How many sides?
there's the
On the water.
two
on one
sides. It's on a coastline, right? Is a mass of spider webs and webbing in the forest, which you recognize the servants of Clothis. It's the gods are moving quickly. Clothis, Erebos, and Mogus are moving in on Aphares. This says to you, and Gwen already knows this, but if these gods are attacking Aphares City through their minions, Farika is doing so as well. She's just being subtler. Now, there's 4 different options to take here. There's to investigate these 3 threats, or to try to bypass Erebos' blockade of the dead and get into the city itself.
This is my home.
You should argue about this, but then we're going to let the audience decide which of the 4 things to do.
I have an idea. I think we could bypass this blockade. We take the glass ship that we have underneath, and we just put the gas pedal down, ride it in, and then blow it up when it gets close. Blow.
I'm totally for that.
The dead, the kingdom come.
Alternatively, though, I am just gonna say this: they're already dead, and so I'm afraid that like one big explosion will grant us just the smallest amount of time to get in. It may be better to sort of, I don't know, approach on land. If we like go in towards, well, okay, so Clothis on one side and Skym, you've upset her, and Mogus on the other side, and I know Sam, you don't like him, but maybe I'd rather just fight an open battle. So Mogus, we're good at open battle. We do that. We're mildly successful at it.
I need to get in the city. I don't care how. We need to bypass this and just get in the city.
Yes, I want to get in the city too. That's what I'm saying. But like, I don't know if water is the best situation. We've already dealt with that death vessel before, and it's hard.
Okay, well,
very challenging.
It hasn't met me yet, and I will punch Death's teeth right in its face if that means I get to Aphares or whatever my hometown is.
Oh, you're such a townie.
Did you say Osterberries?
Osterberries.
I heard Ostafaris, like a Rastafarian. That's ostrich.
All right.
I have no idea.
Shall we deal with Mogus, Erebos, Clothis, or go directly to Aphares? Vote in the chat.
Music.
I want to punch Death's teeth in the face. Let me punch each.
Any of those people.
Like any of our options, guys, and we're laid out on the line.
Listen, I'm honestly here to punch Death in the face or fight Mogus, because Mogus is.
Apparently, I'm here to be my god's whipping boy. So, whatever happens, I'm probably gonna end up unconscious. Can't wait for it.
Ooh. Well, I got Clothis.
I got you. I got so much laying on hands. I have so much laying on hands now.
Oh yeah. Oh, we are arrested.
Can you throw the names in chat? How to spell them?
Clothis.
We got a Clothis. We got 2 Clothis.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, my bad.
I was just about to be like, dang man, someone knows their Theros, and I was like, it's
Johnny boy, I long to hear you.
So we have 2 Clothises.
2 close.
Yeah.
This is too close to call. Okay. I have friends.
Stop.
I promise.
What if I said it's not okay? What would you do? What if I said no, it's not okay?
I know it's not. That's why I'm starting to cry.
Clothis is Sam's townie name. That's correct.
That's my name. Everyone's like, yeah, Clothis. I'm like, no, I go by Madonna now.
Everyone just must have fucked up Clothis.
You
did the F word. There it is.
Skirt.
There you are.
You're able to side skirt all of the other things and land near the woodlands filled with spiders.
Go.
And it's all silken threads that look much like Clothas's fate weaving. As you approach, it says you hear a huge spider crawls out of the underbrush and says, "Faithless, faithless. This is your doing, Skimmerhorn. You know that." It speaks in Clovis's voice. "Had you decided to side with fate, the gods would not be at each other's throats right now. When Aphares is brought low, its buildings burnt to ash, its citizens scattered to the winds, there will only be one mortal to blame, and that is you, faithless one."
I'm sure this is a joke that you have, yes?
It's not very funny if it is her joke.
I do not joke.
No, you must be. You are god of deception, yes? The god of deception allows another god to rule over them? Fate? Control? You? There's no way.
I am bound by the rules. I am meant, in fact, to enforce them. I will not fight against rule breaking by further rule breaking. I will follow the rules, and I will destroy everything she cares about, and everything you care about as a consequence.
I'm sorry, maybe I'm new to this land. Your domain, again, what is it?
Fates.
Oh wait, I went to the wrong person. My bad. I was speaking to the wrong... My bad. Sorry, I got a little confused there.
What just happened?
I got a little confused. Sorry, I literally thought we were a different person.
No,
we're this bad fate that hates you.
Yeah, fair. My bad. Sorry.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. It's okay. What we can retcon this then. What did you want to say to Clovis?
There are rules, but there are gods that have broken them before you. There's a god, Erebos, who holds my wife's life. The person who's supposed to do with passage, of passing on, to let people move into new places, to be born again, or to be put into the rivers, right, into the underworld. He holds her life. Tight in his hand, like a collection. He's done it to many people, in defiance of you. I don't believe that's how fate is supposed to work.
Then you are as foolish as you appear. That is fate. The gods doing their whims and playing with mortals. Your wife was fated for this. The suffering you feel about what she has done, you were fated for. You are the one defying this. Do you know what becomes of those who defy fate?
I hate to interject, Miss Beautiful God Lady.
She's a giant spider right now, incidentally.
You know, I'm sure she's still becoming. Anyways, I hate to interject, but if it seems to me that your definition of fate is either being broken at the moment simply because mortals are having a little bit of agency, or am I mistaken?
Mortals have always had the agency to follow fate. It is Aphares' intervention on all of these accounts that is the breaking of it. She has promised you, Skimmerhorn, to save your wife against fate's wishes. Now I could smite you all where you stand. I could send my entire army of spiders and fate weavers. But instead, I wish to show you what becomes of people like you, and what will become of your wife when Erebos is done with her if you save her.
Wait, I'm just so very confused.
So, yeah.
Where is this fate? Is it just your decision?
I watch over it.
The pre-written thing.
It's written.
So then, like, if fate is the gods doing what the gods want to do, and the gods can always break the rule, why is this god breaking the rule? I'm not very smart. Like, I need to be caught up. If you're gonna smite me, tell me why?
Defeat my champion.
I can do that.
Champion.
Now we're talking my language.
Yeah, I can do that.
Sure.
Let me speak, guys. I want you to see your future and your wife's future. And the spider, pointing its mandible, scratches an X in the ground, and it begins to shake. And popping out of it is a terrible, gangly, purple-skinned creature. It has black, shredded hair, filthy and matted, and where its face should be is an open hole rolling with purple eyeballs. Chains are wrapped around its extremities. Some make a religion check.
Okay. Ooh, that's gonna be a 16.
Great. This is a Woe Strider, W-O-E. And Woe Striders are the remains of mortals who fought against fate in their lives, and over the centuries afterward have become terrible, horrible, awful, what's the word I'm looking for? They are punishers of the fateless. They seek others that made the mistake they made in their lives and go out of their way to cause excessive harm to them.
I say exactly that.
Gross.
Rude.
So, can somebody Google Woe Strider? You can even just put in the magic card. It's a very...
I have the magic card.
I got it.
Yo, you got the magic card?
Yeah, I'm playing magic.
This is a Theros monster.
I got it.
I have the
And oh boy, that is the.
Drop that in chat.
That's
Yeah,
like
that link in the chat.
Thunderman didn't have clothes and walked on all fours.
Whoa.
So it's moving in at you guys. I advise you to roll initiative.
Nice.
I advise you to roll initiative.
Okay, not bad.
9.
9 for Gwyn.
I got a 13.
13 for Walker.
12.
12 for Finn.
14 for Skym.
14 for Skym.
For the first time in the entire time of playing this game, I think I rolled the highest at 17. This is going to happen before.
The Strider is going at 19.
Okay,
Oh.
you know what? I'll take my win where I can take my win.
Great. I didn't mean to be a jerk, just that's what happened.
I don't mean to be, but...
So, it leaps forward, moving horribly and incredibly fast, skittering on all 4 of its gangly limbs, right at Skimmerhorn. It moves terrifyingly quickly, and then when it arrives, a beam of purple light issues from its open face in a 60-foot cone that is currently covering Gwyn, and only Gwyn, because it's in the midst of all of you. This is an anti-magic cone. So if Gwyn doesn't move, they can't cast spells. Then it's going to slash at Skym twice with its terrible clawed hands. Its hands are melted together fingers that have become terrible spider-like claws. Skym, what's your armor class?
16.
You are slashed once with a 20.
Okay.
7 slashing damage and 3 psychic damage as it cuts into you, and you feel its judgment. Its loathing is the psychic damage for your willingness to defy fate. Alright, Sam.
Alright, I immediately am going to dig my heels in, and I'm going to say, or they become heroes, and I'm going to stab it right in the back. I guess I'm going to swing around to flank, and I'm going to stab into it with my glaive.
Great.
Okay, hell yes. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 26 to hit.
26 very much hits. Its armor class is 17.
And I'm also going to smite it.
Lovely. It is an aberration, so it does not take the extra damage from your smite, just so you know.
Oh, so I should not smite it.
So you can smite it. It won't take the extra d8. It's not a fiend or undead.
Oh, thank you. Okay, cool. I got confused. All right, so it's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 for my first hit without smite. I am smiting at 3rd level, so it's going to be 3d8, my friends. That's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of radiant damage. I am going to cast Branding Smite, and then I am going to hit for my second attack, and that's going to be another above 20. I believe that hits.
I missed, the first damage was 17 and then another 12. Is that accurate?
Yes, it was, because I rolled a 7, a 4, and a 1.
Great. So 17 and another 12 is 29. Keep going. I wasn't caught up. Keep going.
You're good. So that's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 for my second attack. This is with Branding Smite. So that's going to be 2d6. That's going to be 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to cast Smite again. And that is going to be... Yeah, this is my first level. So I'm not... Unfortunately, I can't cast with the 3d8s again. Oh, it's not... Yeah! Hell yeah! Okay, that's gonna be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of radiant damage. I have no idea how much I just did.
I know. I desperately need you to write down those numbers. I'm trying to keep up, but it's hard.
Okay.
The first, the Branding Smite was 7 damage.
Yeah.
Right? The melee damage was how much? You don't know?
15, 17?
Great, and then the final radiant damage from the actual Divine Smite was how much?
Oh, that was
19.
9. What?
Couldn't have been 19, it was 2d8.
Yeah, it was 19. That was not 19. That was... Then 19 might have been the original roll. I don't know. The radiant damage for the second time was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay. 18 plus 19 is 37.
Oh, no, it was 12. It was 12. It was 12 for the radiant damage the second time.
19 plus 19 is 38. 51. 43 is its remaining hit points from 110.
Dang.
Yeah.
Don't mess with my city.
Yeah.
Someone's mad.
I'm not fucking around.
Love it.
Oh, that's...
Blood ooze out everywhere as you smash into the Ghost Rider. Eyeballs fall to the ground and pop. It is gross. But you...
Are grosser.
Skym.
Great. I punch it twice. Both of those are over 20 with my modifier. So I assume I hit. The total damage was 16. And then I'm going to spend a key point to... oh, that's right. I can just disengage and then run away. I'm going to do that instead. Do Drunken Technique. So I'm going to hit him for... so it's 14 and 13 to... sorry, not 20 to hit. Do this both hit?
Yes, they all hit.
Great.
It grabs at you as you try to leave, but you disengage. It desperately wanted you. Instead, it turns its attention to Som. It'll be attacking Som if it is not defeated.
6. That was 32 damage total.
32. Well, it's at 9.
Hit me.
Cheers.
11. It's at 11. That was Skym. Walker.
Oh, God, what did you drink?
Just ketchup. It's not as bad as usual.
Okay, you didn't put siracha or anything.
Oh, what?
That is better than normal.
It's kind of a mustache, so that's the
worst
bad
thing
part.
in the whole entire thing. I'm going to. It's engaged with my friend, so I'm going to sneak up. I need an attack with my scimitar. My plus 1 scimitar.
Yeah.
Scimitar.
19, 20.
20. Roll your sneak attack.
That is. Those are bad. 14. Let that work.
14.
Uh-huh.
Great. It's dead. You stab into the strider and it melts into purple and black goo into the ground. And Clothis says, "Ha! That should have been a greater threat to you all. You have grown in your time here."
Don't grab a bull by the horns. You'll get Irowas. Ding dong. It's me.
You're a wasp.
The spider tilts its head at you and says, "You are strange, mortal folk." Very well. I said I would answer your questions. You get 2 of them. What are your questions?
Okay, huddle. Everyone huddle. Everyone huddle up. Okay, I want to ask where the fate is written down, and also if we physically change where that fate is written down, if it's written down, if it changes fate.
Hey John, do I know if fate is written down in a Book of the Dead or something?
Sure, it's in Clothis' realm, in the realm of the gods. It's a tapestry.
All right. Well, I hope you know.
Portal.
I hope you know how to embroider because it's a tapestry.
Anyone know how to weave?
Do I?
No.
Gwen?
I think so.
No?
I'm pretty okay at it.
All right. High five. Hey. No?
And Gwen totally misses. And like it looks weak. It's like a slightly partial effort at high-fiving.
It's like the back of your hand, just gently, like. You wrap on my hand. Okay. Close enough. Okay, I think we can do this thing, right? If we know where it is, should we ask her?
Oh.
Yeah, what's your idea?
Okay, why don't we ask her what we could do to make her leave? Or, better yet, to save the city.
To bring her.
Oh, yeah. But what if she says something like, "Give up your quest"?
That sounds like what she's going to say.
That through.
Huddle back.
Huddle back. What if we what if we offer to rewrite the loom? You know, like one of us. There's usually someone who's like weaving the fate, right? Is there? I know some.
Just weaves it herself.
Oh.
Okay. Or she has many spiders. It's unclear.
John, is it unclear?
It's a little unclear.
Okay.
It's the weaving is. She's more the custodian of fate. She reads the tapestry and understands how the world is supposed to work. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's more of a. She's more of a goodwill hunting than a beautiful mind, if you know what I mean.
She's an enforcer, right?
Yeah.
She says, fate's not going in the direction it's supposed to go. Let us manipulate things to make fate work the way it's supposed to work.
Okay. I've got an argument.
That's...
If fate is just stories we tell in a tapestry, aren't the best stories the ones that sort of, go against the current loom? You know?
I've never heard of them, and the ones that did go against the loom kind of were going with the loom. Do you know what I mean? The people who seem like they're defying fate are actually following it. There's like a hamartia sometimes. It's a blood curse in my home language of Greek. I mean Polynesia.
Okay, so...
I had a stroke. Sorry. Polynesius, right.
What if... Could we ask a question of, how to make what's happening fate? How to tie it back in?
Ask fate how to manipulate fate.
Sure.
I mean...
You should do that, because you're really good at the manipulating. I mean that in the utmost, compliment.
I like that we're all still huddling.
Yeah, it's doing a lot for my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have... Well, that's a great first question.
Right?
Is that, Walker?
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
Why don't you go do that? Yeah, why don't you do that, and then we come back and huddle up based on the answer.
Yeah.
All right?
She's gonna...
All right.
All right.
1, 2, 3, break!
Is anyone okay if I slap their butts in a non-sexual teamworky way?
Sure.
Me.
No.
Game.
I slap everybody who said yes as butt a little bit.
Who is that?
Go, 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 go!
Okay,
We did it.
I have a question for you, Clovis.
We did it for the dead. Thank you for your following. Thank you for following, buddy.
Yes.
How is it that we can manipulate the wheels of fate ourselves?
That is not for mortals to do, but I promise to give you an answer. You would have to travel to my realm, in the realm of the gods, and physically alter the tapestry. But a warning, there is always an effect for doing so. Fate is fate for a reason. When you alter such a thing, it changes all of the future, often in ways that cannot be predetermined.
Okay, huddle up. Hey.
How do we get there?
Oh,
Or
that's good. Yes.
how do we read it?
What if she will do it for us?
Why would she do that for us?
Yeah,
I don't know. Could we like offer her something? You know, like something good, like give her nice flowers or something.
I don't think the spider god wants flowers.
What if they're flower
Other than
spiders?
hot.
Some spiders like flowers.
Yeah, but that's more of a if Fariko was a spider kind of thing. This is what Cloth is. Cloth might like flowers, or they might like woven stuff. That's their deal.
What if we bring in wolf?
What if it was
Well then, how do
wet-made flowers?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Wait, so we're asking. What if we ask her to do it for us?
Well, she's not gonna. She can't.
Oh yeah, she's. It's not a favor. It's just
Doesn't
like.
What if we ask her
no, I'm sorry.
what her favorite gift would be?
No, I think she's not going to alter it. It's sort of her. Yeah, it's not going to. Unless one of us somehow pulls out an ungodly level of manipulation.
Alright. Well then, let's try it.
We don't want to know
Wait,
how
wait.
to get there. Because if we get to the realm of the gods, that's where Erebos is.
Oh, we're going there anyway.
Yeah, we're going there anyway, buddy.
Oh yeah.
I think.
If we
The underworld is within the realm of the gods, but ringed by the river of memories.
Yeah.
It's all of the gods' realms. You've actually been there. Every time you've dreamed, you're mentally transported to the realm of the gods, right? The point is, going to Erebos is in the realm of the gods, or going to the underworld is in the realm of the gods, but it's harder. Does that make sense? To get specifically into Erebos.
If we promise to rewrite fate for her, any way she wants, including this, would she be like willing to be like, oh, it's going to happen anyway, I back off, you know?
I honestly, I think she has to. You heard them. They have to play the rules of the game.
Yeah, make a religion check, son.
Okay, everyone keeps talking about the game.
Yeah,
Ooh,
guys,
that's
we
gonna
gotta
be-
get out of this huddle.
No,
I'm on fire.
we gotta stay in this huddle. I feel I've never felt closer to any of you than right now.
I feel like I'm in
I
Luigi
suspect-
class right now. All
I'm
class majors.
holding
What's
a
up?
lamp and a shelf, so I can stay here for days. That's a 17.
I'm just
17?
fine.
All right, Sam.
You know.
You do realize something of a loophole. She is honor bound not to manipulate the tapestry.
She can't change it back. If we changed it, she can't change it back. That's part of the rules.
Now
She
she'll
has
hate
to-
you. She
Oh, she'll
will
hate us.
hate you.
But we will have to be very specific in what we put, which I think might be more Gwen's bag and Walker and Summer's bag of how to phrase that or write that. But if we rewrite it, we can do anything.
So
We can change
then
fate.
we'll just have to ask where exactly how to get to the tapestry. Map of some sort.
Yes.
Okay, so how to get to the tapestry in the realm of the gods. Great.
Ready?
Give us. Can she draw us in?
You can answer. Make a Make an insight check.
Nah.
You need to be very careful how you ask this question.
Let's see.
The bit.
That
There you go.
is
I feel like Tevye.
17.
Great. Because she could have answered that question with "Become my follower and die in my service." It needs to be something like, "Where is the closest entrance? Where is an entrance we can use that is close?" Does that make sense? She is not going to want to give you this answer, but she's bound by her word as a god to do so. So you need to ask in a specific way that gets you what you want. Does that make sense?
Okay, let's try it.
Ready? Okay.
Hit my
3, 2, 1, break!
Break. And then I slap all the butts who said they wanted to be slapped.
Oh,
Ooh.
ooh. That's a firm slap.
All right, Clotus.
Camaraderie.
I have the one more question, and the one more question is, how is it that we mortals in this group right now could get to the tapestry to manipulate it in some way, shape, or form while still being ourselves while manipulating the tapestry?
Finn is whispering something into your ear. What is it?
What is it? And alive! And alive! I must.
And Sam is whispering something into your ear as well. What is it?
You got this!
All right. Make a deception check with advantage.
Okay.
Well, Carter got really blurry.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. He's back.
It's the autofocus on my external webcam.
Who's Otto?
Oh, I'm not a fan of that.
Either am I.
That's 17.
17.
Mm-hmm. I rolled 2 9.
In order for me to summon my fate weavers and to bring forth the woe striders from my realm, I was required to open up a rift to the realm of the gods within this forest. But it is guarded. Can you go through this rift? Yes. Is it likely you will survive all of my servants? No.
I'll take that bit.
And then through the rift, it just like takes us like to the tapestry.
Yeah,
I
where is
have
that?
a question.
God's in there. Ooh.
It's fine.
We did ask how to get the
Don-
tapestry, so.
The spider says, when Mogus's followers, Erebos's followers, and Farika's machinations come together, my spiders will move in as well. Until then, enjoy your last few moments. None of these gods will you to live. And the spider turns and crawls back into the forest.
You know, it would be. Do we know if Clothis knows how to disappear? Because that spider crawl is. Feels like
She should
it's.
work on her exit.
Yeah.
They're kind of lame. I expect, God, big
Yeah.
exit.
I like it. Okay. Well, different strokes for different folks. Either way, we do have to stop Mogus now.
Well, we have 2 options, I think.
What do you mean 2 options? They're going to burn my city.
We could rewrite fate to make them not burn your city.
But what if we only get 1 shot?
We could include it in the shot. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know how rewriting fate really works.
Well, we definitely can't let the city burn to the ground.
Thank you.
But we are a party. They are an army. Actually, it's 1, 2, 3 armies.
Is it 3 left? Yes.
Our machinations doesn't count as an army.
Plus
That
a
could mean anything.
disease of some sort.
Who knows what... Wait,
I mean, one
do
of us
you
might.
know what Verika is
Exactly.
planning? You know what? I'm not
I-
even going to put you in that position. It is rude.
I've been kind of slow with the things I've been asking her because I don't want her to ask too much of me, if that makes any sense.
Mhm.
So,
Hmm.
all I know is she was definitely part of wanting that to all go down with the plague that we all had for 5.5 seconds. But since we don't have that plague, and she's not, it's not too much to say, she's not that angry with me, she just doesn't want it to happen again. That doesn't count as a secret. That's all I got. Like, that's what she had. She might have something that I just didn't know about and haven't asked about yet, but I'm under unwritten contractual obligation to not really share that, but I don't have it, so I can't share it.
Got you. So what's the plan? Are we going in, or are we fighting? Are we standing and fighting?
That's a great question for the audience. Audience, should they go through this rift and try to rewrite fate, or should they try to handle one of the other problems? Audience.
Problems. This town's got problems.
Yes.
I am pro-rift until the end.
Oh, yeah.
Just always want to walk into the fade.
Fate.
I always want to walk into the...
Those soldiers, those Mogus soldiers, they...
One is immediately very much more dangerous, Kelso.
The Mogus soldiers, they are powered by a bloodlust.
Wolf. Fate,
Yeah,
fate, fate.
it's honors.
Wow, that's a lot of fate.
Oh, God.
Let it rip.
Let it rip, baby!
Oh, nice. I know you were here. Love you.
How am I gonna make this make sense if we go to the rift?
All right. So, you know, deep in the, and we'll say she had to give you a full answer. So it's in a forest glade that was holy to fate, and it was a fountain, a natural fountain that has been ripped open. You're going to need to get through this spider-infested forest somehow.
I will come with you, and it goes against everything I believe in, but I go with you must make me a promise that should you have the chance, we will rewrite the sacking of my city.
Let me ask you something. So, do you believe in your people?
Not against 3 gods.
Are your people strong? They can hold out until we fix this. We've got this.
I have...
Even if they don't, I mean, we might be able to rewrite stuff that's already happened. Even if we get there and we read the city has fallen, we just say, we put a little knot in there.
They're accumulating armies. They're building. This is those scenes in Lord of the Rings with Pelennor Fields with the army crossing Osgiliath.
Got it. Okay.
Battle to come soon.
Okay.
You are not look. The city will be standing when you return, unless you die or something, right?
Okay.
Great.
Cool. Then yeah. If they, oh my god, I thought they were on the verge of attack. That's why I was like, this is
No.
tough. Okay. Yeah. Then I'm good. Let's go.
Great. So you enter.
Who wants to be thrown in the rift?
Me, eat me.
Yeet me!
Well, there's some distance to go, and as you go in, you see the spiders of all sizes, up to giant, filling the trees. They're falling to the ground as well and skittering alongside the path you're taking. They're coming in behind you, dozens, hundreds, if you count the tiny ones, thousands of spiders.
There's my egg-shaped elf.
So, as you begin to approach the glade is when they strike. And giant spiders, one for each of you, falls from nearby trees and shoot from their spinnerets globs of web. I need everybody to make DC... No, they're attack rolls. So I'm going to make attack rolls against each of you. I'm going to go in a clockwise order.
Before
Thank
you
you
do...
for following, Grizzle Spit.
Yep, there we are. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sam, what is your armor?
17.
You are splashed and restrained by webs. Sure. What's your armor class?
17.
You nimbly and barely dodge spider webs. Finnegan, you are missed by the spider webs. Gwyn, you are hit by the spider webs and restrained. I'm only asking if, like, clearly a 22 would hit you, right? And clearly a 6 misses Finn. Just so you guys know why I skipped asking armor classes.
Yeah.
What's your armor class, Skym?
16.
You nimbly leap out of the way. So only Gwyn and Sam are wrapped in spider webs. The spiders are moving quickly. The glade is in sight.
Speaking of spiders, my cat just has the largest one in its mouth right now.
Nice.
You wanted to know this?
Can you bring the cat into the battle?
No. I take this as a sign. Devren, you're gonna do great.
Yeah. I was gonna.
Oh man.
Ow.
Devren!
Cat's doing fine.
You have to eat them now. You have to eat them.
Right, do you want these 5 giant spiders and the swarms of spiders behind them, or do you want to try to just get into this rift? It's 60 feet away.
I want to eat one of the little ones. What's one? What is the 2? Wait, who's going first?
We're going to use the same initiative order from the Woe Strider fight to save time. Spiders are
going
going
first.
at 8.
Cool.
Right.
So we're at Sam.
Okay.
Sam, you're restrained. As an action, you can make a DC 12 strength check. Try to break out. It's just your strength modifier is the only thing.
Just my strength modifier?
Correct. DC 12 strength check.
Okay. I really want everyone to know that as I roll this in my head, I'm hearing, we're breaking free, we're soaring, flying. Okay, well, thank God. That's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
You put the webbing, and you
Ugh.
run 30 feet and be 30 feet away from the rift. Would you like to do that?
I'm going to hold my action. No, I can't hold a bonus action, can I? 'Cause I wanna wait to move until I know Gwyn can get out.
Cool. Great. So you're not going to move?
No, I'm gonna stand by the rift and wait to see if Gwyn's
You're
okay.
60 feet away from the rift right now. Did you want to move towards it, or you want to stay 60 feet near Gwyn?
I'm gonna move towards it. I do have a
Great.
discus, so I think I'm okay.
Great. You're 30 feet from the rift. Then that brings us to Skym.
Great.
You can try to break the webbings of someone else. You could try to pick her up and stick her to you because she's covered, or them to you because they're covered in webbings, right? Well, you couldn't because it's an action song.
Oh, I was like, I want to stick people to me.
Also, Gwyn
Yeah.
is sobbing, by the way.
Oh.
Sobbing?
Okay.
Trauma, spider trauma.
Great. Then I will do that. I'm gonna try to stick and grab and run. Stick and weave.
Great.
Sticky.
Go up and you pick them up, and you're covered in the sticky webbing. It's all over you. You're also you are attached to you're restrained but not immobilized.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning you have disadvantage in attack rolls and attacks against you are made with advantage. Your arms are literally stuck, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're able to do your monk running. What's your speed?
40.
You are 20 feet from the rift.
Cool.
Walker.
So I'm going to use my feline agility, and that doubles my speed, which makes it 60, so I can just be by the rift.
You can be in the rift.
I want to be by the rift, and I want to have my crossbow out just in case anything comes, you know.
Sure.
I'm providing cover fire.
Another option, just so you know, you could try to cut the spider webs on your way over if you weren't going to go through the rift this turn.
Well, let's do that. Let's cut the spider webs.
Great. Make an attack roll. AC is 10.
Oh, come on. 10.
And
You
if
got
you
that.
think automatically.
That's not a thing. Yeah, that's automatic.
Great.
18.
You slash through the webs binding Skym and Gwyn, and you arrive at the edge of the rift.
Nice.
Finn.
It's very Sasuke.
It's incredibly Sasuke.
Yeah, I guess Finn's gonna run dash because I don't have no feline agility, and I will be 10 feet away from the rift.
Great. Gwyn,
Yes.
what you doing? You're freed from the spider webs.
I am going to check my surroundings and see is everybody okay?
I call from 30 feet away. Go!
And then I book it.
Sorry.
You're gonna dash to the edge of the rift?
Yes, I do.
Great. Incidentally, when you get here, it looks like a rift made of green and red constellations, like stars and everything, made of green and red over a black background, like the night sky was glimmering with green and red stars, and that it's a fountain to jump into.
Ooh.
All right, the spiders, do they get their webbing back? On a 5 or 6, they do. 2 spiders get their webbing back.
Oh.
They're shooting at Sam and Skym.
Jeez, come on.
Sam, you're wrapped up in spider webs again. Skym, you're critically hit by spider webs, which means nothing.
Okay.
I rolled it. It doesn't do anything. It's not damage.
Webbed right in the face.
The other spiders are dashing and next to you all at the webs, at the rift. They'll get attacks of opportunities for anybody that leaps into the rift. We're back to Sam.
We're breaking free. We're not breaking free, probably. Oh no, that's going to be 4, 5, 6. I rolled a 2.
Hey, you got that? You got that inspiration still? Don't we get
I'm
2?
gonna roll inspiration.
Yeah, I do that.
Oh no. That's gonna be a 12.
12, you make it.
What?
We're breaking free.
I want to break free.
Sam, do you want to leap into the rift?
Skym is still tied down. I look at everybody else.
I got you. I'm good.
YOLO, baby! I leap headfirst into the rift.
Great. The spiders are all going to make attacks of opportunity against you.
That's
Armor
fine.
class 17.
Yep.
You are bitten once. Make a DC 11 con save for me.
Oh, I need natural 20.
Lovely. You take a
Can't
total
touch
of 11 damage
Can't touch this. Go.
as you're bitten by the spider and its fangs sink into your thigh.
Oh,
But you manage to leap into the rift,
I am.
fall through, and I'll describe what you see on your next turn.
Okay.
Or the next time somebody has agency on the other side of the rift, because your turn is up.
It's a little harder than before, so I think I'm taking a minute because I gave up a lot of hit points.
Understood. Skym,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I try to break 3.
Strength check.
Strength.
3.
Is this a saving throw or just check?
It is just a check. You only add your modifier.
Oh, all right. 18.
You break free.
Sick. I'm just gonna go straight through that rift.
Great. You leap into the rift, and it takes the rest of your turn as you fall through it
Jump into my arms.
and end up in the realm of the
Catch me.
god.
I got you.
Walker.
Thank you.
Oh, I wanted
See,
to.
nobody's saying. All right, I'm going through the rift.
Great. So you leap in, and now, because you'll still have a bonus action and action when you reach the other side, I'll describe what you see. You fall through, and instantaneously you find yourself in a massive place of multicolored looms and yarn. The ceiling, the walls, and even though the ceiling is infinitely far away, you can still see it. Even though the walls are infinitely far away, indeed, yarn. Yeah, I forgot you're a cat. It is the Loom of Fate, and all around are those who lived their lives in her service that are stitching together the edge of all of these things, bringing it together, bringing the edges of the tapestry as fate is foretold. You see the tapestry in front of you, multicolored and gorgeous. But as you arrive, pushing through the spiderweb-like yarn are 3 woe striders, purple and black, eyes of purple horribleness. They are there to protect. They are the faithless, the fateless, there to protect the tapestry from being stopped. And you also see, skittering for the edges, innumerable giant spiders. Only 5 close enough to do anything, but literally infinite. If you want to do this, you're going to have to do it quick. Skym, you retain a bonus action and not Skym, I'm sorry. Walker, you retain a bonus action and an action. How would you like to spend them?
All right, so let's see. What needs to be
the tapestry
done?
is only 30 feet away from you, but
Mm-hmm.
15 feet between you are the woe striders.
And do I know what to do to change fate? Like, what needs to be done quickly?
You would need to get to the tapestry and try to find the piece of fate that relates to Skimmerhorn and Marina.
Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to use my bonus action to hide.
Great.
And I get advantage on that because of my cloak of hiding.
That's right.
I needed it. Wow, look at that. That is horrible. That is going to be a 15.
15?
Uh-huh.
Let me see that woe strider's passive perception. It is 15. You got exactly what you needed. Ooh. All right, you are hidden. Do you want to sneak past them and arrive at the tapestry?
Absolutely.
You will be able to manipulate it on your following turn. That's when you see, in the distance, not an avatar of Clothis, not a version of Clothis as a spider, but the great towering 100-foot-tall form of Clothis in the distance, moving in, stomping on the yarn to come in and stop you. Your guess is that she is 3 rounds away.
Yoink!
All right. Well, I used 10 feet of my movement to run it.
You fall through and you find yourself in this infinite yarn with the tapestry of fate spread out ahead of you. Clothis herself, a few 100 feet away.
The woe striders
And the woe striders between you and the tapestry.
within 15 feet.
The woe striders are 15 feet from you, yes.
Breath weapon.
Great.
The yarn!
Yeah, but it won't. It's a 15-foot cone, so
Yeah.
it'll hit them and it'll hit the yarn, but it won't hit the tapestry.
Okay, cool.
I'm chaotic, but I'm not that chaotic.
Burn it to the ground!
I thought about it.
Yarn bursts into flames in a 15-foot cone, but you do get all 3 woe striders. Roll your draconic breath weapon damage.
Nice.
So proud of you.
Thank you. Oh, those both missed my tower. 7.
Just
7 fire damage.
They all. Well, what is the DC?
The DC was a 12.
So they actually all 3 fail, but it is only 7, and they're all at 103.
103.
Well,
See what I can do.
throws on fire. So there's that.
They're all on fire, and they will burn at the beginning of their turns.
Yes.
Also, the yarn is on fire, making all of these petitioners, these spirits of Clothis, are going crazy. No mortal has come into the land of fate and set fire to this. What's more, you're taking advantage of Clothis's hubris, having an opening to her realm like this. It's the only way a mortal could get here and cause this sort of damage. All of you are being marked by fate. All right.
We'll see.
That was Finn. Gwyn.
I'm just gonna keep running.
The 30 feet gets you right into Clothis's realm in the realm of the gods. You're 15 feet from the woe striders and 30 feet from the greater tapestry.
Mhm.
You still have an action and a bonus action.
I would like to
You are in touch range of Sam if you wanted to heal her. Just FYI.
absolutely. I am just going to heal some. Then.
Great. What does your cure wounds look like?
My cure wounds is going to look like just something kind of vile. It's gonna match with the scenery, a greenish tent, and it's almost gonna collect onto some like flubber.
Lovely. Roll your damage and heal her. Or roll your
Alrighty.
Ugh.
roll your healing and heal her.
Your anti-damage.
Your anti-damage.
Thank you, but
Well, 12.
Ooh, I'm back up to full. Damn.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you.
All right. The Woe Striders are aflame and shriek. Roll D10, D10 for me, Finn.
Absolutely. That's 10.
What?
They each burn for 10, far worse than the initial igniting flame, and are all 93. But all 3 of them are going to rush at you one at a time, Finn. What's your armor class?
17.
All right, they have +7 to hit.
Oof.
Claw 1 hits. Claw 2 hits.
Oof.
And when both claws hit you, they are allowed to shove their open head of eyeballs over your head, and the eyeballs bite you.
That's what the eyeballs
Wonderful.
sound like.
I like that. I like that
Yay.
noise.
You take a total of 33 damage.
Cool.
Still up?
Yeah.
All right.
Additional-
But, that's the first Woe Strider?
Yes.
How do you
Good
have
thought.
more health than me?
Additionally, you are all of your magical items lose their magic item properties for a minute
Ugh.
as they drain the magic from your weapons. The second Woe Strider, seeing that the other Woe Strider has you grappled, is actually going to ignore you. It's going to run at Sam. What's your armor class, Sam?
Also 17.
You are clawed twice, which means it gets to bite, but it misses with the bite. Good news. So you are clawed twice for a total of 20 damage.
Ooh.
Rough.
As you are also grappled and held, it's trying to shove its open eyeball orifice on top of your head,
God.
really dodging with your head and avoiding it from getting you.
I am coughing up blood right now.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, into its open eye mouths?
Yes.
Gross.
No, ew. No, just on me.
Okay.
I'm
Great.
a self-contained mess, thank you.
Last Woe Strider is coming at Skym.
Ooh. Get going, hit.
It misses with its first claw, hits with its second, so
Okay.
you're going to take a total of 10 damage,
All right.
and it doesn't have you grappled. It needs to hit you with both claws to try to cover you.
Ugh.
All right. The giant spiders move into range. Next turn, they'll be able to reach you. Next round, Sam.
I have a question for you, my friend. Remind me, grapple, I can hit him?
You just simply, your speed is reduced to 0.
Cool. I'm going to look around. I have an important choice to make. It seems like everybody's okay for now, so I'm going to lay on hands myself, and it's almost as if that forewing kind of folds over me and encloses me. And this is just flavor, but I'm going to use 20, so I'm back up to full. And then I am going to reach back, and I am going to take out my glaive and stab it in the open eye mouth that's trying to bite down at me.
Great. Roll an attack roll. Armor class is 17.
Okay, well, good news, because that is a 17!
Nice.
Great.
All right, and I'm going to smite.
Love it.
That's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm writing it down. 14 for my first hit, and then since this is going to be with smite, this is an extra 2d8. That was a 10. That's not possible. I keep rolling it off the table. 7, 10, 11, 12. That's 13. So it's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7. 27 in total for my first hit.
27?
Yeah.
Great. That brings it down to 66.
Okay, and then I'm going to take my second attack.
Great. Man, you gotta love that bonus action lay on hand.
And that's a natural 20!
Nice. That's gonna double all those dice.
I'm going to cry for a minute because I really needed this win today in my life as well as in this game. Thank you. So I am going to... Oh boy, I start. So much writing down to do. Okay, I'm also going to smite because of course. So that's going to be the 1d10. That's going to be 4, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And I'm going to smite. So that's going to be Oh boy. Yeah, 2 of these. So that's going to be 5 plus 8. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's going to be 21 plus 13, which means 34.
34?
Yeah,
Hit
34.
At 32.
Did you double the damage
Smite
dice for
dice?
smiting?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Cool. Just double checking.
I did.
Nice. All right. That brings us to Skym.
Great. How close am I to the one that's that Sam was attacking? Sam. Sorry.
You're all in a mass with them attacking you guys because you're just on the inside of the rift.
Great. I'm gonna break my bottle over its head and then jam it into it.
Oh, it's on fire.
I forgot. I have savage attacks. I get an extra die for everything.
Whoops. Go for it, dude.
Sorry.
Kill him.
You get one more die.
Yeah, I get 1 extra die.
Do it.
For the hit.
One,
Just the hit.
D10. Just the 1d10.
Okay, thank you. I'm so sorry. I just really want to quickly. It doesn't do shit. 7, 8, 9. 9 extra damage.
That's great.
Thank you.
That's great because I've rolled for all of this. I got over 24 times because +7 to attack, and then I ended up with 34 total damage.
Great. One of the Woe Striders falls and dissolves into purple and black goo through the yarn. It's a flame and it smells like burning tar.
I give Skym a nod.
And then I disengage and run away.
Running towards the tapestry?
No, I'm gonna run a different direction, sort of firing things behind me to distract.
Great.
Yeah. And
incidentally, I forgot to say it. Clothis is 2 rounds away now. At the end of that last round. Walker, do you want to try to find the point in the tapestry that is Marina must not be saved?
Absolutely. But first, I need to turn my head. Do I note that Clothis is 2 rounds away? Like, is coming? Yeah. Okay, so I've seen her.
Yes.
That's perfect. All right. So I'm going to look for the line that connects Skimmerhorn and Marina. I've got to know.
Investigation, religion, arcana, or insight are all acceptable rolls for this.
Not even perception. Let's see.
I'll let perception.
Woohoo! Please! No!
No!
just a 5?
Oh.
Yeah, that's a 5.
Have you used
fuck.
both of your inspirations?
I used both my inspirations.
Can I give my inspiration?
Please?
I will allow that. Because
I'll allow it.
Use it. Use it well.
I'm gonna use it. Thank you. Please.
This is my lifeblood.
Did it help?
13.
13. You are aware that all of fate is in front of you, and that there are other things you can manipulate while you're here. You don't find any of those things, but you, having interacted with the tapestry, will have advantage on future checks against it. You have found, as your action, the location that says that Skym and his wife are doomed to be apart, and that Marina is doomed to be Erebos' servant and to die in his employ.
Okay. Alright, I'll buy me a little bit more time.
As a bonus action, I will allow you to just rip this and just break it. If you want to try to just meld it, that's going to be an action later. That is more difficult. Does that make sense? Do you want to tear out the tapestry piece?
Do it, Natasha. Betting field.
Is this a binary choice?
Audience choice.
There we go.
Audience. Should
I feel the rain in my skin?
Walker rip the tapestry as a bonus action, or attempt to reweave it as an action on the following turn? Audience, your choices.
It belongs in a museum.
Belongs in a museum.
Da, da, da.
So do you. Too much?
Aside. Sorry.
Oh, goodness.
I do.
We.
Rip.
Oh.
We weave. Rip it.
I honestly,
In the words,
Oh my god, wait. I misheard.
I belong in
Weave.
the paleontology wing of a certain owl's museum.
All right, it is. All
okay,
right.
Natasha Bedingfield.
You do have a bonus action. I don't know. I'll let you search. What other piece of fate would you like to investigate?
Let's see. The fate of the town that is being attacked.
Great.
My friend!
I got you.
You got me,
Make the same check you made before with advantage.
I love you.
I don't even need advantage this time. 23.
Aphares is fated to survive this attack. However, it is connected to the strands that connect Skym and Marina, which means altering those threads could have consequences for the survival of the city.
Okay.
Wait, does it currently say it survives?
It's
I
currently...
really say it survives.
All right, Finn.
Okay, I'm off screen, bonus action, second winded, and regain 12 hit points. I'm going to double attack and use both of my inspirations that I haven't used yet.
Yeah.
21 for both.
Nice, those are both hits.
Okay, so here's my question about like things not being magical. I have these claws, right?
Yes.
And they do a d6 of slashing and a d6 of fire. But
You'll
the
lose fire.
That's, well, alright.
That's why I'm just running, buddy.
Yeah, well, I guess I should have thought of that. That's going to be 15 damage.
15?
Yeah.
It's at 78.
Yeah.
Search.
I got
Yeah,
you.
I see that, and I gulp and like realize that it's not there, or Finn realizes that his magic has left him, and he's just trying to. He will action search. I don't have pastry, and then you know.
Oh, you ate it.
So
Wow.
I'm going to try to it's a strength check or athletics or what?
Teamwork.
That was a question for you, I think, John.
No, what's the question?
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, is it a strength check or athletics?
The object.
Yeah.
Strength.
Strength to do what? I'm sorry.
I want to get out of the grapple.
Oh, yeah. It's actually an athletics or acrobatics check, DC 14. But
Oh.
it is,
But it is what?
it is an action.
Yes, I'm using my action surge to do
Right,
that.
DC 14 athletics or acrobatics.
17. I'm
I'm
out.
sorry, I couldn't understand you through the...
Object word.
The orange.
Yes.
That's okay.
Good word.
But yeah, that's a 17 on my acrobatics check.
Great. You are out of the grapple.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Great. Gwen.
Okay. Guess I have to use my brains for something and double up on that research that Walker started, since I am pretty much incapacitated any other way at the moment.
So you're going to run up to the tapestry.
Yes.
The Woe Striders each get an attack of opportunity against you.
Okay.
Only one of them hits with a 17. A 17 hits you, right?
Yes.
So you're going to take 10 damage.
Cool.
But you bypass them, you get to the tapestry. So you see the point that Summer has found. You could attempt to reweave it if you wanted.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go for that.
All right. What is your intention? You literally hold Skimmerhorn's fate in your hands, and Marina's fate, as you attempt to rework the tapestry. What are your plans for them?
My plans are for them to obtain the agency that they both found themselves separate, but to remain safe.
All right. Make an Arcana, religion, an Arcana or religion check. I think those are the options. If you have a different option, let me know.
25. Nat 20.
What?
A nat.
Yep.
Please make sure my city's okay.
And I was going with the religion.
That's what the nat 20 is going to do.
What?
The nat 20 is going to allow you at the same time to manipulate the fate of Aphares.
But she could make me suffer.
While doing this, you see that a great plague is being brewed in the sewers beneath the city. It is what it's part of Farika's plan. Do you wish to interfere with it?
Yes.
Do you wish to make it more potent?
Oh.
Do you wish to make it How would
Less
you interfere with Farika's plague?
Less potent since she granted me the gift to do so.
Great. Farika breaks off ties with you.
Okay.
Will her essence leave you. The boons that she's given you so far that are permanent, the drinking of the potion, everything are kept, but the devotee and the piety abilities leave you. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Damn.
Some.
Gwen
I'm going to
was
say that you see this.
What?
Some, I'm going to say that you see this and understand all of it.
Yeah, okay.
Great. That was Gwyn's turn. That brings us to the Woe Striders, I believe.
Dunk that god in the trash. We can get you a new god, a better god. I hear Heliod is looking.
Karametra's still out there. And is one of the few guys who deny that taken direct actions against you. Alright. Spiders appear. 5 of them. They're each spitting webs at everybody but Walker. So 2 of them are shooting webs at Gwyn because they can't see Walker. Gwyn, you are unwebbed. Some, you are unwebbed. Finn, you are inwebbed.
I know.
Skym, you are inwebbed.
Eh.
The Woe Striders, one of them is still grappling Sam.
Wait, what?
No, you killed it.
Yeah, Skym killed it.
Yeah.
Skym killed it, I'm sorry. So Skym, the one attacking you is going to continue doing so. It's going to miss with its first claw, but hit with its second. You take another 10 damage, but you're not grappled. Finn, you are being attacked. You are hit with 1 claw for 10 damage.
All right.
All right. Clothis is very nearby. At the end of the round, she will arrive. Oh, I missed something. Fire. Anybody grappled? Nobody's grappled. So only they take 10 damage, or D10 damage. Roll the D10 for me.
Will do. That's just the one this time.
Yay! Oh, I thought you meant for you.
No, they all take they take 1 fire damage.
1?
I mean, it was
Yeah.
nice.
They are at 77 and 92, respectively.
You weren't gonna take them out one.
Now, here's the thing. This is an unwinnable battle once Clothis arrives.
Well,
They take this round to do a couple things. Continue manipulating the Tapestry of Fate in whatever ways you deem fit. Actually, audience, if you have suggestions for how they might wish to manipulate the Tapestry of Fate, write them in the chat. Or call on your various gods to give you an out They don't have a direct amount of clout here, but they could try to open up a portal to their realms. Or you could try to jump back through the rift. Point is, at the end of this round, if you're still here, it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad. I yelled at my
Next round. Clovis arrives this round and will act at the end of the next round. You have 2 rounds before she can basically instant kill every one of her choice that's still here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, get Skym out first.
Yep. We could also manipulate the weave that she helps us.
Yes, take a second. I'm going to give you like 30 more seconds to put offerings in the chat, and then we'll go to Sam's turn. Actually, Sam is fighting things. Sam could make it to the Tapestry or Colony Eros, so we'll wait. We'll see what the audience has to say for a second.
Sam can't wait for shit. Sam is all brawn. Her dexterity is -1, my friends.
It could. Or it could make her fated to be dead, Kelso.
Dude!
Wow.
Wow. We're not
This is like the second time you've talked to. I think this is like you've done this like multiple times. You got a problem with my wife?
Kelso really wants to fridge your wife.
hates her.
That's my wife! You're talking about that. My wife!
Where's my wife?
I go to John Mulaney with that. The my wife thing. I love
Yeah.
it. All right. Anyway. All right. No more things. No more things except for sociopathy from Kelso in the chat. So do what you can. Sam, it's you.
I know. I yelled at my god
Fair.
earlier. Not yelled at, but I was disappointed in him.
Not mad.
Great. You're yelling out to your god. Make a religion check.
I would like to take out the crown that I so calmly took off. Like I took off before because I didn't feel worthy, and I make a choice. If I don't feel worthy, I will make myself worthy, and I will become a player in the game.
Make a religion check, therefore with advantage.
And this is my laurel, my golden wreath that I found.
I
She's
love
got props. Okay, thank God I did that. It's a natural 1 for the first one. So thank God. Literally, I have 0 for religion, so it's a 17.
17?
Yeah.
Great.
Nice.
In the midst of the flame, a golden laurel wreath portal appears.
My guy, and I'm gonna wave for everybody. This way, and I'm going to, because we don't fucking know what's waiting for us on the other side. I swear again, I'm sorry. And I'm going to, I trust everybody can get through the portal, okay? We're all within range.
If nobody is grappled, yes.
Is anybody grappled right now?
I don't think so. Oh yeah, there's people restrained by spider webs. You can take your action to cut somebody free and then leap through the portal.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cut, it looks like Finn is the one who's in the most pain right now, so I'm gonna cut Finn free.
Great, make an attack roll. If you hit AC 10, you'll automatically cut through the portal.
Good news, I rolled a 17 naturally, so that's plus a
Great.
ton, 8, so.
Slice through the webs and are able to leap through the portal.
And I'm going to yell, ultimate for life, as I re-embrace my god.
Jim, you're wrapped up in spider webs.
I gotta try to escape.
Break check.
Ooh, cool. Glad I have lucky. That's 18 plus. Sorry, 17.
Burst out of the webs.
Yes.
Now, you can fight these things, or you can run to the tapestry and try to mess with the weave, or you can GTFO.
I'm gonna try to put out the fire.
Interesting. Very well. Make an acrobatics check.
Yeah. Flip. Whew. Can I use luck? Yeah, I'm gonna use lucky twice in one round. Can I do that?
And it's once per check.
Great. Okay, good. Glad, because it was like a 2, and now it's a 16 plus 5, so we're good. Yeah. God, I have so many rerolls. But there you go, 16 plus 5.
Great. It's good to be Aphara. All right, so you put out the fire. Clovis looks at you confused.
I shout to her, I did not come here to destroy the fate. I came here to help you be on our side, not to fight against you.
She looks at you quizzically, but says nothing. Skym, do you wish to lead through the portal?
Everyone else can get out, right?
Yes.
The answer is yes, then. I shall.
Great.
Come to me!
You want to look for another piece of fate and manipulate it? Or do you want to just get out of here and call it a win?
Wins. Let's see. Is there anything else? No, I'll book it.
Book it?
Yeah.
For a moment, you see that the fate of the Green Dragon Empire and others are there, but you're able to turn away if you so choose.
Listen, if I believe in one thing, it's my power to defy fate. I do it
Great.
right now.
And you leap into the portal. Good for you.
Come here.
Finn,
Got it.
Yeah, I mean, I just.
you have worries about your future and the suffering you are to endure. Your fate is almost certainly written into that tapestry. It can answer questions about your future.
I just wanted to burn. Should have burnt it all down.
And in fact, as you think of that burning it all town, a red and golden weave appears to you. And you see that you could alter your connection to your draconic ancestry directly tapping into the power of it if you so desire.
You could be a dragon?
Could he be a dragon?
Could he be a dragon?
Am I about to become a dragonborn?
No, I think I'm about to die in this hellscape. I'm gonna go to the tapestry.
Great. You rush up to the tapestry. You saw it. Now, Finn, there has been some discussion of you gaining levels in Sorcerer after this point. But I would like to offer that you could grasp and manipulate this thread and convert yourself into a sorcerer.
Oh.
If you do so, you will gain a free level.
Ooh.
But you must choose to forge yourself into the student of Red Dragonness. You must be connected to your Red Dragonness.
Yeah,
All right.
Great.
yeah.
You-
Yeah, thanks for not making that a binary, too.
No. This is important for you to make.
Yeah.
You feel it. You feel the flame in your blood. You feel your head fill with fire and then recede. You feel the mystery of the ancients fill you. And you know that you can directly manipulate the draconic ancestry in your blood now. When we come back next week, Finn will no longer be a 5th level champion fighter. He will be a 6th level sorcerer.
Dang.
Draconic sorcerer.
Dang.
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 Now, points level up. The others might catch up to you. You're getting 3 level briefly. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm not gonna like hold on to this boon. I'm not gonna hold it over people. That's just super cool. I can't wait to cast Fireball.
And you don't have enough movement to leap through the portal.
That's okay. I do want to say, like, if as I'm like rewriting this part of the tapestry, there are like red scales starting to pop up all over my skin, particularly on my face, like on my cheeks and my brow. They're very heavily scaled, and Finn doesn't see that, but he feels it like changing his body as this fire comes through him, and he knows that he's given up a part of himself and like a part of his identity as like the handsome swashbuckler, and is like fully in, ready to burn.
Awesome. What's more, we're gonna let's make sure to discuss sometime this week how your magic items alter, because they need to be useful for sorcerers.
We will.
Great. All right. That brings us to Gwyn. You're still in the Tapestry. You could manipulate
Yes, I
it
am.
one time if you wanted, and then leap through.
I would like to manipulate my patron
There you go.
and go for the green.
What do you mean exactly by that?
Oh, a certain Mother of Earth and all things that are
So
glowy.
you want to earn Parametra's favor, is what you're saying?
Mhm.
Yes.
Sure. You look in the Tapestry, you make a religion, nature, or survival check.
20.
Great. Grove of olive trees, holy to Karametra, is doomed to a blight in 20 years' time that Karametra would be unable to affect. You may make it so this does not happen.
Okay.
Karametra will be pleased. Love it.
Cool.
All right. Do you want to leap into the portal or stick around to do one more act of manipulation next round?
One more active manipulation next round.
Great. The Woe Striders retreat in terror, and Clothis arrives. Anybody here at the end of this round will be smitten by the goddess of fate.
Smith.
Is gone. Skym is gone. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're gone.
Finn is gone.
Mhm.
Finn. Oh, what's more, Finn? You feel yourself growing a little from this draconicness. You're gonna gain a inch of height.
Just one. Okay. 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 It's cool. We already had that character development. He's not too sensitive about his height anymore. It's okay. But it feels good.
I like to picture it's like the Beauty and the Beast montage where you like raise into the air and slightly spin and light comes down. You're like, oh, and just like, and your pants are like a little shorter now. They're just like
Yeah.
too short.
It's just like that.
Oh, your
I just
pants don't fit
freeze.
anymore.
That's the only thing that's changed.
All right, we're at 2 minutes, and I know we can go a little over, but I just want to
I'm
respect.
running. I'm running,
You're
and
not letting the Tapestry anymore. You have one more to do so.
okay. Well, I look. What do I see?
You see all of fate stretched out before and behind you. You can learn a secret of the past, you can learn a secret of the future, or you could manipulate something. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for my father.
I don't know anything about Finn's father. What do you want to know about him? What do you know about him? What do we know about Finn's father, and what do we want to know about him?
He left the Rolling Hills like 10 years ago. And I don't know why. I mean, yeah,
Sure.
Finn
Make
doesn't
an
know.
investigation, insight, or perception check.
Investigation, insight, or perception. Okay, 16.
Nice.
16 is the best option I have.
His fate is far from you,
Hmm.
but you see it entwined with the fate of the green dragons.
Curious, weird, and I run.
Great.
Come on in.
Finn, one more chance to manipulate fate.
Taller.
There's a certain town that was burned to the ground.
Galabras.
That
Yes. That's the correct one, right?
Mine?
Yes. This is Skym's
Skym?
town. Yes.
Yes.
You need to make a investigation, one of those checks, one of the many checks that allow you to look at the tapestry.
15.
15. You find it. You see that it is doomed to never fully recover. It will always be a miserable frontier town full of suffering and barely eking by. You could alter that.
I would like to.
Great. What do you want to just alter it and make it so it's what do you want to alter its fate to be?
I think that the town's fate was something that I can't really change, but I would like to see if a certain woman in the woods could maybe find somebody that was lost in the fire.
Oh, find me?
Who was
No,
what?
your wife.
My wife, fine.
What do
Before
you?
it happened.
I'm mildly confused. You know,
I'm sorry.
she is right outside of Aphares right now. Aphares.
Yes.
So what are you trying to do?
I am trying to see if I could redirect some of her emotions from that time.
Interesting. So you actually don't want to manipulate the Lapras' fate. You want to manipulate Marina.
Yes.
Got it. Sure. What one specific thing would you like to alter?
Her patience.
You wish to give her patience?
Yes.
Great. You find a single tiny little white thread that is frayed, and you're able to zhuzh it together so that she has a little bit more patience and forbearance. Are you ready to leave before Clothis arrives?
Yes.
Just as you're leaping through the portal is when Clothis' great hand comes in and nearly grasps you. You fall into the glorious realm of Iroas, which we will explore next session.
Hella!
Hi guys, it's me, Carter, or Finnegan, or editor. Whatever you want to call me. First off, I want to thank you on behalf of the whole DDnD team. It means a lot to us that you're watching our content on YouTube. It's super cool. So please be sure to like and subscribe and ring the bell and all the other YouTube stuff that you're supposed to do. Second off, I do want to say, if you enjoyed this episode and you found yourself being like, oh man, that was cool, but I sure wish I could have been a part of that conversation and helped decide where the party should go, you can. You can watch us for free on Twitch every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We are simultaneously on the twitch.tv/Dice Drinks and Drama channel and the twitch.tv/DND channel. Wizards of the Coast is hosting us. It's awesome. So those links are down below, along with a whole bunch of other cool stuff that everyone on the team is making. Vic's got a module. Devren's got a podcast. I may have something eventually, and I'll put it down here, along with our Patreon. It's super cool. There's a couple tiers, lots of exclusive content, and yeah. That's it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.